What's up, guys? Okay, we're here to do a little bit of a build tips and tricks video here for the Pod Racer. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's just a couple little things you need to know. So when you install this motor, you can't see it right now because the cowl's on. But when you install the motor, I just used regular servo screws. Just get as long as possible servo screws and drive them into the motor mount. And then take some hot glue, take your hot glue gun, and just press the hot glue around the ears or the motor mount parts that are like where the screw hole is. You just want to do that just to create a little bit of a flexible bond. It really works well with hot glue, where in case you dig a prop when you're landing, it won't just pull the screws out. The hot glue is going to give a little bit of flex and a little bit of pliability, so it's good. The cowl, it's two halves. So what you want to do is build the whole fuselage. So step one is there is the motor mount plate. You glue that to fuse one. Fuse one, you glue that to fuse two, and then fuse. You just glue them all together, and then you do wing base here. And then this wing base, you glue that. And then I just finish the wing, and then you sandwich the tail boom sections together. It's easy to figure out because you can look at the servo tunnel, the servo wire tunnel, and they line up with left and right, but they're labeled in the zip file. And then you're gonna have this tail boom part just hanging out here, this tail boom part hanging out, and then you glue the pod together. There's two halves. And then do one at a time. Use some thick CA glue or whatever, and glue one side in, and then this part's going to be loose because you want to be able to line up one at a time. So line up that side, and then line up this side, glue that. Just drip some glue in there, drip some glue on the bottom side, and then hold that, spray it. And then the other little tip is the vertical fins. They kind of line up with the hole. So just, it doesn't matter where they are on the boom to provide vertical stability or yaw stability. Just line them up on something, reference something so that they're both in the same spot, okay? And then just line it up straight. So and it's curved, it's form fit to fit here, so it'll fit perfectly. What else is there? Oh, the hardest part of the whole build is fishing the wires through the tunnel, okay? That's why I always recommend getting some wire, some safety wire, put a rounded tip on one side. You got to use electrical tape. You fish the safety wire through that hole. It's going to go through the tunnel into the fuselage. You're going to see it come out here, and then you're going to pull it through. You're going to put the servo end of the lead, make a hook with the safety wire, flatten it out, make sure it's real streamlined, wrap a small amount of tape around there so it just doesn't pull through, and just yank it through here. Just be gentle, and it'll come through. I've built 2 or 3 of these already. So other than that, hand launching it is very straightforward. It's a very lightweight plane. So I'll show you where I hold it. So you're gonna want to just hold it right here. These little bumps here make a good handhold, and you kind of put your finger there, and then you just throw it, and it launches really easy. It lands easy. Everything's easy. Oh shoot! I just realized that those are 9 grams, and I have to change that on the listing. So they're all 9-gram servos. Okay, I got to change that real quick before people start buying them. All right, thanks for watching, guys. 9-gram servos are easier to get. And I will see you soon.